Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading. I am here hanging with Saucy Good Beaver. She's taking a bath as usual. So we wanted to come on and get into a bit of a romance reading. I feel a lot of tender energy coming from the masculine collective, but the reason it's tender is because I feel like the masculine is learning the ways of the feminine. I see many of the masculines feeling just tender. You know, they think that the feminine is very soft and warm and gentle and inviting. And there's a lot of passion between the two. And there's a lot of tension as well, if you guys catch my drift. But, you know, what I feel coming from this is, you know, a lot of masculines are feeling a lot more like calm, and they're really getting a chance to experience true love. Okay, so what I'm seeing is like a lot of your masculines are used to things being very fast paced, and then interacting with the feminine, it's like they're learning ways to slow down a little bit, you know, to slow down and enjoy the attraction. It kind of reminds me of the attraction card here in the Romance Angel Oracle deck, where she's stopping to smell the flower, you know, and it's like stopping to smell the roses, and the card is attraction. Like, you know, just enjoying each other's presence and not feeling the need to, just be so fast paced. Okay, so yeah, I think, you know, maybe that's what I'm even going to call this video is, you know, a lot of the divine masculines are really learning the warm, tender ways of the feminine, and it's bringing up so much, just romantic energy, butterflies. Okay, guys, we have the retreat card coming through, okay? So it's time to disconnect from the world. This is a card indicating that you two either have spent time together, will be spending time together. If this reading if this reading has stumbled across, you know, your channel in this odd way, like you could take that as a synchronicity as well. You know, like sometimes when you just see a reading over and over and you just decide to be like, let me just check out what's in that message, it's bugging me. That's your intuition speaking to you. Okay, so I feel like, you know, many of you are going to be spending time alone, and it's that very moment of spending time alone with one another and being able to be completely vulnerable that the masculine expresses himself fully, and what I see is a divine feminine who, you know, completely just calms all of his nervousness and excitement. And, you know, even if your masculines have a tendency to be a little bit rough around the edges, you know, I feel like all of that will subside when they're in the presence of the divine feminine. Okay, but time alone with you two is very necessary for your masculine to receive this energy. Okay, I'm hearing too that like healing touch, like when you two are together just touching one another, it feels very it feels very healing. So disconnecting from the world, okay? Like time spent in private as well is what I'm getting with this card. So many of you may be sensing this, or it may be coming up, or maybe many of you have had dreams about it. Sometimes when you dream, you can picture just you and your masculine like face to face a lot, and it's like all you do in the dream is just stare into each other's eyes, and it feels just so warm when you wake up. It fills up your entire chest with a beautiful feeling for the rest of the day. That could be like a sign of what's to come. It's like time alone and intimacy happening between you both is very healing. It doesn't necessarily have to be sex, but just spending time together, touching, exchanging energy, looking into each other's eyes. I just feel like all of these things really calms this masculine. Okay, let's cut the deck in half and find out how else they're feeling. Okay, so we have forgiving and learning coming up. As you released and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So being very like raw and authentic with each other as well this cycle around. So if many of you have had this intimate experience come up, again, if this reading has stumbled across your channel, if you've happened to click on it, a physical encounter is necessary for this journey, for forgiving and learning to occur. There is something about the eye contact and just body language, your mannerisms, hearing each other's tone of voice. It's really going to strengthen this connection, and like forgiving and learning will naturally occur without either of you having to say much. Okay, Let's go ahead and get one more card. I'll shuffle the deck first just to clear the energy. Okay, let's cut it right in half again. Okay, so we have deception. I feel like deception is coming through as forgiving and learning. You know, it's like no more wearing masks with one another. And that's why this physical meeting is necessary. Many of you might feel like this energy comes up if your connection with your person is always at a distance, or even if you guys aren't at a distance, you might even live in the same city and town, but it's impossible for you guys to meet in the physical because it's forbidden in some way, or, you know, wearing masks, right? They have to hide from this connection, or vice versa. You might have to hide from this connection, and you both never really get the chance to express yourselves authentically with one another. So I'm feeling too that this connection, because of the deception, it's almost like in order to get this time alone together, your person is going to have to take some type of risk, taking a mask off. And maybe deception is going to be like it deceives a lot of people. I'm also hearing too that many of your masculines are in a place of just not caring what anybody has to say. They're willing to risk it all just to go on this retreat with this divine feminine, because you know, everything in them says, you know, do this if you want healing. Okay, I don't know why, but it's like, if you want to heal divine masculine, you go and you connect with her. And again, guys, I'm not saying it has to be physical intimacy, sex, none of that stuff. It's just a matter of like surrendering and naturally moving towards what it is you want. And for many of these masculines, it's a physical encounter with the feminine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your best guidance. First of all, let's find out some guidance for the divine masculines. Woo. Okay, I'll put them back just because that was way too many. But I just want to get some guidance for the divine masculines who are in this energy of deception and really are having to take a risk and take this mask off and do what it is they want for a change. Okay, because I feel too, even the masculines may... I'm going to put these back that fell, but I'll take this one because it does say trust your intuition. I'm feeling like a lot of masculines, you know, it's like they want to make this move, but then they hold back based off of like counsel from other people. And that's what's changing. Like, I feel like they're not afraid anymore. They're not afraid to be seen pursuing this connection. Okay, it's like whoever sees, like whoever has to say something about it, say something about it, because maybe, you know, a lot of your masculines are craving this healing. So it's like when you're craving healing, or when you are like wanting to get well, it's like you'll do whatever you can, right? Like you'll do whatever you can to get whatever it is you need to heal or to feel better, whether it is medicine when you're sick, or you know, therapy when you're, you know, feeling, you know, mentally unstable in some sense. You know, I feel like a lot of your masculines are doing what it is they want to do, and they're trusting their intuition to take off the mask, let others see, and trusting their intuition on this particular move is what's going to bring about this retreat. Because I don't think a lot of you guys realize just how much your masculines crave like physical touch. Okay, and for them, it's like a whole different feeling for them. Like when your masculines think about touch with you, for them, like it's about like, I need healing. Like I don't know what it is, but I need that person's touch. And then I feel like when that healing takes place, many of your masculines are going to wake up, you know, the next morning feeling very refreshed, like their energy feeling very cleansed. Their energy feeling very light, okay? That's another message I've been getting as well too, is that because there's this like healing energy coming from the feminine, that's why a lot of your masculines are craving it, because many of you may not know in the background, but it's like as they're stepping onto their ascension path or taking off these masks, you know, energetic and spiritual attacks tend to happen to them as well. And because the divine feminine has somewhat, you know, been through the spiritual attacks, many of you have mastered, you know, the lessons around spiritual attacks as well. And that's why I was mentioning too, earlier on about, you know, sending energy back and being able to practice that and stand in your authenticity, because, you know, once you two have this retreat and bond, many of you are going to start picking up on just how much healing your masculine needs, and many of you are going to, hi baby, you're tickling my fingers, and many of you are going to, like, I don't know, and trust your intuition on this as well, guys. But I feel like when you guys have this encounter with your masculines, whether it is intimate or not, like it could just be as much as just being in each other's presence, just kind of seeing them, picking up on their energy. A lot of you are going to be called to the forefront to assist your masculine with spiritual attacks. Many of you can sense their energy. You can pick up on where and what needs healing within them, and you will start sending that out. I see many of you starting to be like, oh shit, I never thought about sending back spiritual attacks on my divine masculine. I've kind of mainly only done it for myself. So I feel like many of you kind of this lioness energy stepping up to the forefront and being like, who fucking with my masculine? No, I'm just kidding. But a lot of you are going to kind of have that awakening where you're going to start putting two and two together, and you're really going to start sending some shit back. Because I feel like for many of you, when it came to sending shit back on your own behalf, you guys were like, no, it's more important to forgive and love. But I feel like when many of you hear this message about sending back spiritual attacks on behalf of your person, especially when you guys can sense just based off of touching them, even like holding their hand like this and things like that, like as the divine feminine, because you guys are the high priestess, many of you can like intuitively sense like every area of them that needs healing. You can tell if they're drinking too much, if they're not getting enough rest, if they are, overindulging in certain types of things, if they're more tired than usual, if they are not feeling motivated, if they're not feeling at their best. You will sense all of those things, and you'll be able to recognize it as similar things that you also felt when you were under spiritual attack, unmotivated, just kind of feeling this bit of a frenzy in your head, just not being able to get that shit off the ground and get it moving. And that's really important for the divine masculines to be able to feel that. So when these two come together, it really is a healing moment for the masculines to really get that momentum going again, okay? And I'm telling you guys, like when you see them and you sense the things that they're going through, yeah, you guys are definitely going to be sending back some energy. Let's go ahead and get a message from your guides for your divine masculine. If that message resonates for those of you listening, what is the best advice and guidance for you so that you can assist your divine masculine? Okay, so we have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. Okay, you see that give and receive in balance? That's going to be a really key message, okay? Let's go ahead and get one more. Okay, and we also have Krishna coming through, and we have the message of devotion. Guys, check out Beeves in the background. Saucy. What you acting so saucy for? Huh? All right, guys, Krishna's message says, trust your spiritual guidance. And we also had trust your intuition, I think, too. So that could be a double message here. And the colors, too, are very similar. It says, your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Okay, so this is a lot of your masculines coming through as well to let you know that, like this masculine energy, it could even be that Krishna is confirming to you about devotion. And Krishna also has a twin flame as well. I believe it is Radha. And it is twin flame energy that says that, this person, whether you can see it in the physical or not, they're devoted to you. And you'll know that when you guys take this retreat and you exchange like touch. You'll be able to feel it, like in the chemistry between you both, you'll be able to feel that this is someone that is devoted to you. Okay, so yeah, I don't know who's reading this is for, guys, but it's really beautiful and passionate, and I feel like the universe is really serious about protecting you both, which is why they have given the divine feminine such resilience and strength and allowing her to live in her authenticity, so that way she can really start assisting the divine masculine on their spiritual ascension. Because believe me, guys, many of them have hopped aboard, and it's this beautiful energy of like they've come home, and it's like it feels so good that they can rest and heal knowing that their lioness is manning the fort, so to speak. All right. I love you guys. Take care. And me and Mecca will catch you in tonight's reading. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Saucy, what's going on with you? What is all of this tricky beaver business about? My goodness. She's feeling cheeky and playful. Since last night, she's been super cheeky and playful. All right, guys, we'll catch you tonight. Bye.